It's been a busy week here at the historic Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. Stanley Steamer cars from all around the country traveled to Estes Park this week to celebrate the 100th anniversary of this grand old hotel. The Stanley Museum hosted the event, which lasted all week long, and the steamer cars traveled all around the town looking at our historic sites, even going into Rocky Mountain National Park. Also during the event, the Stanley Steamers and their owners recreated several historic photos that were taken about 100 years ago by the famous photographer Clatworthy. We here at the Estes Park News had the privilege and the fun of riding around with the Stanley Steamer owners during part of their tours during the week, and here's Mike May from Michigan, owner of one of the Stanley Steamer mountain wagons, to tell you a little bit more about the Stanley Steamers.
I'm Mike May from Northport, Michigan, and I've been involved in the Stanley hobby since 1970. Most of these people have been around for quite a while, but we are getting new people now and again. They assemble usually once a year or sometimes more, but at different locations. This particular gathering was sponsored by the Stanley Museum in Estes Park, and it was really based on the fact that the mountain wagons and the Stanley Hotel, this is the 100th anniversary of the Stanley Hotel, and being built in 1909, and we've gathered here for this commemoration of that anniversary. Yesterday we traveled into Rocky Mountain National Park, looking at the sites in that area, the alluvial fan where the flood happened in 1982 that was so devastating, and we traveled from there on up the climb up to the junction of 36 and 34, and at that point we turned on 36 to come back down into the town of Estes Park. This group gets together to share ideas and things they have worked on during the, let everybody see their latest thing that they have done and try to learn from one another. And it's a very beneficial thing, especially if new people come along. They can learn more in a week in one of these gatherings, maybe, than they could learn in maybe 2 or 3 years on their own, trying to find out things. Yesterday we went up to the YMCA, which was quite interesting for us because of the museum there, where they had many photos of the early days and how the YMCA had been affected by the Stanley mountain wagon. They've got all these pictures of the mountain wagons servicing the YMCA, and of course they serviced the Stanley Hotel from Loveland, to start with, mainly, and from Lyons, and we did get to experience those routes by driving the cars on those same routes, which is it's a really high point for a hobbyist that's deeply involved in this thing, as obviously we have to be in order to keep these cars on the road. It's been a fabulous week. We've met a lot of people we didn't know. The scenery is out of this world. Colorado was, you can see the attraction easily of Estes Park, obviously, and we've enjoyed ourselves very much, and I'm sure that we'll spread the word for Estes Park after this gathering.
It's been a fun week here in Estes Park, Colorado, and congratulations to the Stanley Hotel on their 100th anniversary. I'm Chris Hazelton with the Estes Park News.